I miss you, too. No more of those words. Everything was over. My gorgeous woman. As she used her fingertips to wipe away the other woman's tears, Pure's eyes were filled with sadness. It was reddened like someone who was about to cry in the next few minutes. Loft thought she should say something to comfort her. Even though you're still as pretty with those sad eyes, I don't want to see you in sorrow, Pure. How can I smile happily? Not only tonight or only at this moment, but Pure has been immersed in her emotions for a while now. Of course, those symptoms have caused her to start acting differently from before. All her conversations, despite of who, had ceased. She was confused about what to do with her heart, and thus why she disappeared to assess everything in detail. But even so, she still couldn't find a conclusion to her messy relationship.
I do not.
Don't let the matter with me make you suffer. Don't worry and don't feel guilty. Pure, you're not in the wrong for not loving me. Silence was still what Pure chose to give the girl who was on the verge collapsing. Loft forced a lifeless smile, and that action made Pure unable to bear to watch anymore. She lowered her gaze to avoid it. No matter what the reason, if she was hurt too much when the other person said that Pure didn't love her, if the girl asked directly if she did, Pure wouldn't have a clear answer for her either. The one who loves even though they know they shouldn't is the one who's wrong. Loft knew which position could make the gorgeous older woman react. The number of times they slept together had given her a lot of experience. Be mine, just for tonight, is enough. The bra hook was undone with the hand that was inserted under the woman's body, while her lips were pressed against the other passionately. Pure extended both her arms around the other woman's neck as if looking for something to hold on to. And I won't ask for anything else. The gloomy gaze locked onto hers. Pure nodded slowly, and with that response, Loft smiled back at her. It was a smile she was unfamiliar with, a smile different from her usual. The clothes that were covering them were now off their bodies. Their naked frames were pressed against each other on that sofa. The raging emotions intensified their touches. The light bite marks made the smooth and fair skin blush red. Pure's gorgeous busts were kneaded lightly then heavily in a rhythm. Her moans that she was embarrassed by escaped her mouth from time to time. So pretty. After she complimented, the peak of her breast was licked and sucked. The gentle bit made the owner flinch and arch her body in response to the exciting sensations. Loft looked up to the pretty face that was now filled with desire, smiled at the sight. No matter when, Pure was still beautiful in her eyes, even she was filled with lust, her tormenting face with a hint of happiness, or when was sending that begging gaze for something more. And it would be. Had done before. Time passed, but the activities that prompted the two young women to move their bodies toward each other showed no sign of stopping. They took turns giving and receiving those intimate touches until they ran out of energy. Then they took a break to take a shower and cleanse themselves before returning to continue the activity many more times. In the late morning of the new day, the sun shone brightly, but it could not penetrate the thick curtains into the bedroom. The two bodies were sleeping soundly as they were exhausted from their intense activity last night and weren't aware the vibration of the communication device on the bedside table because would be no way they would have woken up. Pure reached out to grab her mobile phone and swiped the screen to answer the call without looking to see who was calling. When she heard the voice that came through, the person who was still half asleep widened her eyes immediately. "You're not up yet?" "I stayed up late last night." The reason why she overslept was not explained in detail, and the other woman didn't seem to mind or press for any other excuse. "I thought you were already in the studio. So can I come to your condo?" "Huh? Are you coming over?" After she was woken up from the surprise call, following sentence startled her even more. But no matter how shocked she was, Pure still tried to speak as softly as she could. The reason was so as not to disturb the person who was still sleeping soundly next to her. And of course, besides that, she didn't want Loft to know who she was talking to. "I sent a message last night. Didn't you read it?" "Ah. It's okay if now is not the right time." "It's not like that. Give me a moment to take a shower." "And what should we eat?"